How are we doing this evening? You guys like clapping? Make as much noise as you can right now. Good. What is that? I'll give you one more chance. Make as much noise as you can right now. All right, now do that every single joke I do, even if it's not good. I need that. I'm really suffering right now. I'm a comedian. I'm in pain, clearly. There's only one reason you draw this much attention from the people around you, right? Is if you need the attention. I'm in pain. I've been, I actually really appreciate this stage. I perform many nights a week, and all the stages have these like crazy staircases going up them. Not here, not Howard's. This is an easygoing stage to step on, and my knees have been killing me lately ever since I had ACL surgery. Has anyone had ACL surgery in the room? Come on, yeah, there we go. You know, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, ACL stands for adjusted cock length. Carrying this thing around all day, man, my knees are killing me, you know? This chick took one look at it, she's like, Peter, I want to make a mold of your penis. I was like, why? It's covered in mold already. That's when you clap really hard. Yeah, there we go. You guys, I came all around from, please boo, who boo? Who boo? How dare you? No, please boo if I do poorly. We came all the way out here from, I came from Eureka, California. That was one hell of a long drive. It was crazy driving out here. A lot of opportunities to like end up with a ticket. And actually on my way here tonight, I blew a stop sign on a street corner, only to find out it was just some dude in a stop sign costume. Man, fuck the police. I don't like, I almost got a ticket for that, man. I hate the police. They always show up at these moments where, I don't know, I always feel vulnerable and in danger when the police show up, you know? They got that badge and that gun. And it bothers me every time they charge me a ticket, right? It's frustrating to see their uniform nowadays. I wish they would change it to something more justice-oriented. My recommendation would be the Power Rangers uniform, right? Yeah, that's justice. Or is it? I don't know. If you put the Power Rangers uniform on all these cops, they'll probably still act like cops. You know, you're like, oh, the pink Power Ranger tear gassed the protest today, you know? I don't know. I'm sure if we're talking about the cops being Power Rangers, we could all agree that we would call them the white Power Rangers, right? Thank you. That's a good joke. I wrote it. Fucking cops. I was pulled over by this really hot cop. This chick was so gorgeous. And I was like, hey, now that you gave me this ticket, we're off in the middle of the woods anyways. I think you're really attractive. We could totally even like bang in the cop car and no one would be the wiser. And she's like, no. And I was like, come on. You know, that's my pickup line. Come on. And it actually kind of worked. She offered me a hand job instead of sex, which blew my mind. Because I've only heard people being beaten on by the police, never beaten off. You guys can laugh harder. Fucking cops. Fucking man. I'm always going to the gym. I like working out at Planet Fitness, or as some of you might call it, the shower. Ladies, never date a guy who goes to Planet Fitness. Because that means not only does he have a small dick, but he's also poor. There's not a Planet Fitness in this town, huh? I really got to research these places. Do you guys want jokes about fishing? Fishing jokes? A bunch of trees and lakes and stuff? You guys are all outdoors hunting shit? Is that what this town's about?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. That's great. I don't have any of those jokes. What do I got? I don't know. I like working out at Planet Fitness. I like smoking weed. Anyone smoke weed in the room? Hell yeah. I love smoking weed. I smoke dabs. Any dabbers? Yeah, dabs are sick. I learned how to make dabs in college. I've been smoking them ever since. And because I made them myself, I always find old dabs, like kicking around. 10-year-old weed. And it's the hash, so I want to check out whether or not I can still get high, right? I found one, 10 years old. I go to grab my bong, but it was upstairs, so I go running up the stairs, but I trip on the stairs and I drop my dab, at which point I no longer had my old dab, but I have a brand new step dab. It's almost as cool as the original, I gotta say. But, I don't know. I'm always smoking weed. I love buying weed in $80 increments, because it's 420s. Yeah. I'm fucking stoned all the time. It's great. It's awesome. All right. When I always, I'm broke as hell because I'm a stoner comedian. Like my overall income in a month is like $300, guaranteed. Tip jar right there. I fly out to Florida to see my family. They all live down in Florida, like right where Hurricane Milton just hit. They live right there in Sarasota. It's crazy, right? All the political signs were swept up by the hurricane. It's a swing state. So many Kamala Harris, so many Donald Trump signs everywhere, all swept up by the hurricane. How do they know who to vote for then, you know? How do you know? There's no more political signs. Now I don't know how to make up my own mind. Jesus. But I got my Nana in Florida. She's great. She lives in this retirement community. There's all these salespeople selling retirement stuff. And then there's like Mennonites. Any Mennonites in the room tonight? If you're not familiar with what a Mennonite is, it's like an Amish person. Sort of. There's Mennonites, Amish. I like giving them shit. I go up and I'm like, hey man, where are the Mennonites at? You know the Momish? They don't appreciate that. How we doing, guys? Am I doing good? Clap. Clap. Please clap! Clap! Right now! I'm not on my meds. I never got any to begin with. I'm always over visiting in Florida, and there's always these salesmen selling hearing aids, you know? I stopped one of them. He's knocking on my grandma's door. I'm like, how much money do you make when you sell a pair of hearing aids? He's like, $5,000 a pair. And can you imagine that? $5,000 for a product literally called AIDS? How do they get away with that? If you send a box that says hearing aids on it to my front door, I'm going to put on my seeing herpes and make sure I'm reading the label right, you know? What's up, buddy? This is basically just like who I hang out with in Eureka at my comedy shows, so I really feel at home. There's a lot of meth, if you don't get what I'm talking about. Yeah, over in Florida is really fun. I fly on Christmas to see my Nana, because they give you a half-price ticket when you fly on Christmas Day. And I'm broke as hell, so I always fly on Christmas whenever I go and see my Nana. But whenever I come back, all my gifts are left out of my house because my friends know I'm not in town for Christmas. And this past year was pretty cool because I got a Roomba as one of my gifts for Christmas. Anyone have a Roomba in the crowd? It's like the automatic vacuum. It goes grid pattern all on its own across your floors and shit. That's the name of the vacuum, is a Roomba. I came from Eureka today, which is also the name of a vacuum cleaner company. Apparently there was a meeting at their vacuum cleaner company going, I don't know guys, we gotta name our vacuum cleaner. We gotta figure out something that sucks more than anything. Some guy raised his hand, he's like, what about Eureka? Bam, that's a great name. Eureka's weird, man. We're a fishing community, so when someone points at you from across the bar and goes, that man gave me crabs, that's a good thing. You have stable income. Eureka, that's silly. I was opening my gifts. I set loose my Roomba in the house like some sort of stray puppy, and I get my next gift and I open it. Someone who really understood me well got me my next gift because it was just a big bag of cocaine, you know? Isn't that amazing? We'll have a white Christmas after all. And so I wanted to like find something to do cocaine off of, and I lost my iPad, which is what everyone does cocaine off of nowadays. It's really cool because when you use an iPad to do cocaine, you can look up help for your problem at the same time, you know? So long as you have Wi-Fi. I didn't have an iPad. I had to go and get a mirror. We got cool mirrors here. This is cool. I always wanted to work as a mirror salesman. It's something I could really see myself doing. You guys can clap. Yeah, no, you got it right there. Please clap. If you guys don't clap, then clap for the next guy. He's funnier than me, so that's good. This guy's clapping all night. This guy knows how to keep it up. He's some sort of symbol. I don't know if that's a sex symbol. Is this hot out here? Is this what the hot guys are like? And you guys, ladies, are you into that? Oh yeah. Hey, how you doing? Sweet. Always have time for the dog. I go upstairs. I got my cocaine. I got a big bag of cocaine. I got my cocaine. I got it. It's right here. And now I need a mirror. So I go running upstairs to grab my mirror, but I trip on my step dab on accident. The cocaine goes everywhere, you know? You guys remember that joke earlier? How many minutes has it been? I dropped the cocaine all over the floor, and lucky for me, I got my Roomba going before this, and it just sucks up all of the cocaine. Last time I saw someone do that much cocaine at once, the guy just dropped dead, you know? Lucky for the Roomba, it's not a human being at all. Now it's just coked out of its mind and going up the wall instead of across the floor. And getting all the cobwebs out of my rafters and changing the battery in the smoke detector. It blew my mind. It blew the Roomba's mind. I called my buddy up because I got to get someone down here to see this, but he gets down there and the Roomba's just sitting in the corner and he doesn't believe me. So I kick the Roomba. I'm like, hey, Roomba, come on, do the thing where you go up the wall again. And it pipes up actually. It goes, give me more cocaine, you know? What do you do in that situation? I did the first thing that came to my mind. I go, Roomba, you get the cocaine after you clean my house. Which is what I used to tell my ex all the time. Tip jar's right there. I have no money. Yeah, you know, that's fun. You guys like impressions? I'll switch things up. You guys like impressions? Yeah. You guys just stare at people and not clap? Let's clap for impressions. Yay! I'm doing an impression of someone who does comedy right now. Alright, this is my impression of the guy who invented glass. Do you guys want to see it? Yeah. Do you want to clap? I'm asking too much of you guys. This is my impression of the guy who invented glass. You ready? I want to make one thing clear. That's the whole impression. I'm kidding. If you know your history, it's actually a man didn't invent glass. It was a woman. A woman invented glass. It was the last time a woman was transparent about anything. You guys can clap for that one. Alright. If I'm not doing comedy, my favorite thing is aliens, you know? I love aliens. Aliens are sick. I'm into the idea of femalians, you know? I want to be like a deadbeat alien boyfriend, you know? Borrow the spaceship all day. Honey, it's so hard to find a job in outer space, you know? I'm used to Starbucks, not space dollars, you know? Dude, what if aliens landed outside right now and a huge spaceship lands in the parking lot and all these buff aliens come out and they're like, we come from Planet Fitness. Take me to your Peter, and then you point him in my direction. Thank you guys.
Keep it going for Pete Nelson, everybody!